my name is Nurkarinisa Bentino Azlan. As a student and young adult, my biggest financial challenge has been lifestyle and social pressure. Sometimes I feel that need to follow my friends' lifestyle, like eating out or shopping. Even though my budget was so limited, to manage this, I create a monthly budget and started a small business in college. So this not only gave me extra income, but also taught me to manage my expenses better. From this, I learned that true satisfaction comes from being financially independent and living within my means. Next, in terms of financial habits, I have one positive habit, which is saving part of my business profit for emergency funds and future needs. However, I admit that I sometimes get influenced by social trend to spend on unnecessary things. To improve, I set a clear spending limits for entertainment and always remind myself of my long-term financial goals. For me, a rich life is not only about having a lot of money. It means being a debt-free, independent, and feeling satisfied and fulfilled while still having opportunities to learn and grow. Looking ahead in 5 years, I want to finish paying my study loan and build a strong emergency fund. So in 10 years, I aim to buy my first house and achieve career stability. And in 20 years, I hope to be completely debt-free, have a stable investment and enough retirement saving to live comfortably. To achieve these goals, I plan to save consistently, avoid unnecessary expenses, invest early, and regularly review my financial progress.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nushahatul Abdar binti Abdul Rahman. As a student, I faced 3 big challenges. The first is food cost. Eating outside was very expensive, so I learned to cook simple food at college. It saves money and is more healthier. The second challenge is study materials. Book, printing and software cost a lot. To handle this, I use free ebook, share notes with friends and only printing important things. The third challenge is in online shopping. Discount and viral items always makes me want to buy. I solve this by using the 24-hour rule before buying and even deleting some shopping apps. From this problem, I learned that small habit every day can save a lot of money. I also have good and bad habits with money. My good habits are saving before spending, selling pre-loved items, and learning tips online. My bad habits are ordering food too often and following viral trends. To improve myself, I plan to cook more at college and control my online shopping. For me, a rich life is not only about money. It means no financial stress, living peaceful, and being able to have my family. My dream is to bring my family for Hajj and Umrah. Buy my dream house and car, grow my saving and investment, and also start a charity fund. For my future vision, in 5 years, I want to graduate, start a small business, and save at least 50,000 in bank. In 10 years, I hope to own my dream house and car and have strong investment. And in 20 years, I want to be debt-free, have many income sources, support my family, travel the world, and retire early with comfort. In conclusion, financial struggles are normal for students, but the most important thing is how we manage them and what we learn. I hope my story can inspire all of us to use money wisely and stay focused on our goals. Thank you.
Since expenses are high while income sources are usually limited, the main challenges are savings for yearly wedding. As I plan for an yearly marriage, I need to start preparing financially for the future, include the engagement and wedding costs. Second, savings for study costs each semester. Every semester comes with tuition fees, books, and other study-related that must be prepared in advance. Third, savings for rent room during study journey. Since staying near campus requires rental payments, I need to allocate savings for living expenses. So these challenges show the importance of proper planning in managing money as a student. For financial habits, my financial habits influence how I manage these challenges. For positive habit, I increase my own discipline to save more in order to fulfill my financial goals. This self-control helps me stay on track with my saving plans. For negative habit, sometimes I lend money to friends but forget to ask it back, which affects my own savings. So to overcome this, I plan to record every borrowing transaction and politely remind people of the deadline for repayment. and this will protect my savings and ensure better financial stability. By recognizing my habits, I can keep the good ones and improve the weak ones. Meaning of a rich life for me, a rich life is not just about being wealthy, but about financial stability, balance, and the ability to take care of myself and others. Based on my financial goals, rich life means at least I have 10% savings for emergency fund, 10% savings for parents as a form of appreciation, 10% savings for children's future allowances when I get married, 10% couple savings for building a life together, 10% savings for hospitalization or medical needs, and 10% savings for both of us as a married couple's desires, like enjoying our lives, traveling, and doing our hobbies. So based on all of this, my dream is to be able to fulfill all life goals while maintaining financial security. So my vision of a rich life is about security, responsibility, and also happiness. So next is future financial goals. To achieve my rich life vision, I set clear financial goals for different stages. For 5 years, the upcoming 5 years, I will be successfully married and financially stable with my partner. For the upcoming 10 years, our children already start to have their own savings culture, beginning from the example we set as parents. For the 20 upcoming years, our family is completely free from any debt and enjoys financial freedom. So these goals are realistic steps toward achieving long-term financial independence.
My name is Nursoila. So as a student, one of the biggest struggles that I faced was living on a limited allowance. Many times, the money I had was not enough to cover both my daily needs and the things that I wanted. So to manage this problem, I decided to do part-time work to earn some extra income. And I also learned to cut down on unnecessary spending such as impulse buying. So from this experience, I discovered an important lesson, which is it is always better to prioritize needs over wants, because focusing on what is truly necessary helps me to control my spending and reduce my stress. When it comes to financial habits, I have both strengths and weaknesses. A positive habit that I practice is to comparing price before I buy something. By doing this, I can find the cheapest option and can save money. However, one of my negative habits is that I sometimes focusing on too much on the cheapest price without thinking about the quality. This can lead me to buy items that do not last long, and in the end, I spend more money to replace them. To improve this habit, I have started to checking out on the product reviews, calculating the cost per use, and setting a budget range. To me, a rich life is not only about having lots of money. It means having the freedom to spend more time with family, enjoying hobbies, and focusing on self-growth. My financial vision is clear and divided into stages. In the next 5 years, I want to graduate, find a stable job, repay my student loans, and build an emergency fund. And in the next 10 years, I hope to buy a house or car, become a fully independent from my parents, and continue growing my investment. And looking forward into 20 years later, I want to own my dream home with fully paid asset, achieve financial independence, and have enough savings for retirement. I also hope to use some of my money to travel around the world and give back to society through charity.
I'm Nabila Adriana, and I like to share my financial challenge. So, for me, I struggle with my monthly budget. As a student and a young adult, managing a limited monthly income was a real challenge for me. I often had to choose between saving money or spending on essentials and my small wants. Over time, I learned to prioritize my needs and started tracking my expenses daily. This helped me to stay within budget and made me more aware of how I was using my own money. Next, my spending patterns. One of my positive habits is checking my bank balance regularly. It helps me stay in control and avoid overspending. I also avoid borrowing unless absolutely necessary. However, I do struggle with impulse buying, especially during sales or when I'm feeling emotional. So, to improve, I have started delaying purchases and setting spending limits to help me make better decisions. Next, financial stability. So, my dream is to achieve personal financial stability while continuing to help my family. I manage my money responsibly and always prepare for emergencies because I believe stability means being able to take care of others while securing my own future. Lastly, in the next 5 years, I aim to build a career in HR and save consistently every month. In 10 years, I want to own a car and invest monthly in reliable financial instruments to grow my wealth. And in 20 years, I hope to be debt-free, have a secure retirement plan, and own a home in Selangor. These goals reflect the kind of rich life that I want, one that is stable, independent, and meaningful.